And now we will learn about rectangles. So just click on rectangle. Now with freehand you can easily click anywhere in your drawing area and make the rectangle of desired area. You can see it's converted. Suppose if you first of all, if you can see, there are also the grip points on this rectangle are different than the simple lines, which you will also see on the poly lines. Okay, so in this way you can select you can create a rectangle. So if you want to make a rectangle from starting from origin and you want a desired area, so I will click on this. You can also click on this 0,0 origin, or you can just type it by your keyboard. So you can see it's taken the first point as 0,0 as the origin, and now it's asking to specify the another corner point. So I will just type 20,30 with my keyboard and press enter. So you can see rectangle of 20,30 is converted here. Okay, suppose if you are having any doubt in the sides of the rectangle, you can just go to distance command, just type DI, enter with your keyboard, and now select this distance and select these two corners and measure distance. You can see it's 20, which we have specified for X. And now again I will go to this and check this one. You can see it's 30, which is same as we have specified for Y. Okay, so suppose if I again select this rectangle and now I go to, now if I click anywhere in the drawing area, suppose I have to make another rectangle of 20,30, I will specify this as the first point, and now I press 20,30. you can see it's just ended at the corner point of the first one, the second corner point of the first one. So to make it correct, we will just erase it, and now we will again go to rectangle. Now we will go to rectangle, and now we specify the first point, and the thing which we have to do is you have to type @20,30 and press enter. So you can see the point which we have specified as first point will be considered as the origin now. Okay, so it can be converted like this. So again go to rectangle. You can see there are a number of options. Okay, so I will just create a rectangle here, and now I go to rectangle, REC, enter. You can see there are many options. I will select chamfer. So when I enter any value for chamfer, you can see it's converted. The chamfers are converted at the corners. Okay, just delete it, and now again I go to rectangle and go to this fillet option. Type any fillet radius, suppose 3. Okay, so when I click on this, you can see it's having the rounded corners, this rectangle having rounded corners, and the radius of each fillet is 3 units. So I'll just delete it, and now again go to rectangle and go to another option, that is the thickness. Just click on this thickness, and now specify the thickness of rectangle. Suppose I have specified 10. You will not be able to see the thickness as we are viewing this as 2D. Okay, so when we will go to this 3D, you can see it can be seen in the 3D. Okay, so again go to rectangle. Now I go to the width, just click on width, and suppose I enter 0.5 and create this. You can see my rectangle is converted with some width. It's having some width. So if you want to increase or decrease the width, you can decrease it by entering the values which you want. So I'll just delete it and again go to rectangle command, and now I go to elevation. Okay, just go to elevation. Now it's asking to specify the elevation for rectangles, that is the distance. Suppose we are on the 20, you can see it's the rectangle is having some width. I will just set it to default, that is 0. Just change its width, specify 0, enter. Now if I go to elevation, suppose I am making any rectangle here, so when I see it in isometric view, to compare it to, we have to make 2 more rectangles in the vicinity of it, and I will just go to isometric view, just typing ISOM with your keyboard. You can see our radius having some thickness, so in this way you can see the thickness. That was the 2D view, so you will not be able to see the thickness. So now if for elevation we will just delete this, and now again we will go to rectangle command, and then we will go to elevation, and now we will enter the value for elevation, that is 50, and make a rectangle in between them. Okay, now go to isometric view, that is 3D orbit, and now you can see this is the meaning of elevation, that is the difference between the heights of these 3 rectangles. Okay, so in this way you can use these commands to make the rectangles.